name is Isadora Wagner, and I am in Nancy Zaffris and Edwin Stekovich's fiction workshop with a delightful and super duper talented group of writers. So the piece I'm reading from is from a prompt to write a how-to, sort of an instructional how-to story. The title is Dr. Mary Kemp's List of What to Do to Reestablish Intimacy in Your Struggling Marriage. Step 1 is to read the list in private. Both parties are to do this in entirety and then spend 3 days indicating which actions they feel comfortable doing and which they do not. This preferably in writing. The list uses words like comfortable and commitment, also non-threatening, consensual, stress-free, respectful, and bounded intimacy, a term Dr. Kemp has explained as physical touching within established limits. Since the therapy has been Susie's idea, she is the first to complete the list, sitting in her favorite chair the night she and her spouse return from Dr. Kemp's office, a Sudoku clipboard on her lap and a cup of tea beside her. Mark reads the list later that night, after the college basketball game, the late news, a documentary about termites, and the last 26 minutes of a soft porn flick he catches on HBO. He dozes off after this, so it's not until later when he's in the guest bathroom that he remembers the list folded in his wallet. He reads it in the kitchen by a light above the stove, a carpentry foreman by trade. He can't decide if Dr. Kemp's list sounds more like a business contract or an order form for escort services, although he thinks more the latter. The list starts with innocuous acts, such as touching hands, giving small, non-erotic hugs, and spending a quarter an hour a day asking one's partner small, get-to-know-you type questions. From here, the risk levels increase to back rubs, kissing, giving foot massages, lying in bed in various states of undress and embrace, taking showers together, and finally, different gradients of the sex act itself. Mark shakes his head. He searches the kitchen drawers for a pencil. Leaning over the counter with the list before him, he scrawls across the top, "Honey, I love you. Why is this necessary?" Step 2 is to meet at a mutually agreed upon time to discuss the list and what actions each partner is willing to perform. Since Dr. Kemp has given instructions not to discuss their list until this time, Susie thinks that Mark's note the following morning is cheating, but does not say this as the two sit side by side at the kitchen bar eating breakfast, nor later as she hands Mark his lunchbox for the day. At 2, sitting behind his desk in the small white trailer amidst maps and blueprints, Mark finds the list between a cookie and his sandwich. Susie has attached a pink post-it note that says, "Don't forget, dinner at 6:30 on Thursday." He notices her loopy but elegant handwriting and the little flare she signed her name with, a curlicue XO. Susie is expressive like that, a middle school art teacher he fell in love with on day 1 in a woodworking class they both enrolled in at State College 12 years ago. He has never told her how many times he had tried to draw her face that first year, how fresh she looks in the mornings like a radiant sunflower. Now her honey brown hair is cropped by her ears, and she wears a darker, a burgundy brown. She is plumper in her 30s, but still pretty. The same general form and habits remain, but what has changed for Mark is more significant. She feels differently to him. This is what he can't tell her, what he can't tell that dumb Dr. Kemp. He unwraps the sandwich, trying to remember if he still has the drawings. Are they still in the attic? It has been 3 years since they have had sex. 3 days while they waited to talk, and the number 3 again, June 3rd, the evening of their dinner, a constellation Susie takes as a good omen. There is no reason either can think of as to why they have ceased to be intimate. There's been no trauma, no lost babies or family members. It is only that the light has gone out. They don't know why, and yet they love one another. They've discussed this. They don't want to leave. They want it back. For dinner, Susie has made a fresh cucumber and lettuce salad, grilled steaks with baked potatoes, sauteed sweet bell peppers and onions, and a homemade Texas toast recipe that Mark likes over the store-bought kind. They dine al fresco on the wooden deck they built together when they first bought the house 9 years ago. For dessert, Susie brings out mandolins, fresh-cut pears, and a blackcurrant wine. It is nearly dusk. The couple sits long into the darkening soft night, the trees at the back of the yard deepening into shadows, and they sip the wine, neither eager to start the discussion nor quite to leave the table. Mark reaches into his back pocket. He draws out the list he has completed and says, "Shall we begin?"